12 months ago, I was reflecting on coaching, and I wrote a blog post, which I haven't actually finished yet because I still needed time to reflect on it. For me, coaching is broken. It's a wonderful medium for learning, yet I don't really still think it's delivered what it can do because I think it's broken. And that put me off coaching for a while, I have to be honest, because I want to be authentic and true to what I practice. I thought, well, if it's not really resonating with me and clients, why should I continue? But then I thought, well, I'll fix it. So here I am, I'm going to fix it. So this is why coaching is broken, how to fix it. There's 4 areas for me that really fall down on coaching, and then 4 C's to keep it easy to remember. And I'll just go through them first of all. Now I'll go back and talk about why it's broken and how to fix it. There's a capability gap. So the first C is around capability. The second one is our old favorite, doesn't take long to come out, is cost. Then we've got choice, or sometimes people call that chemistry. And finally, we've got connection. So capability, cost, choice or chemistry, and connection. So for me, a capability gap, people don't really know why they need coaching. Because someone says, do you need coaching? It's part of a leadership program, or something we're offering as part of our L&D offer, or something you can pick up personally. It's not about the coaching, it's actually about the performance. So what we really need to be asking questions is, do you need to perform optimally? Yes, no, okay. Well, if it is a yes, then you through on to the next level, which is going to be cost. But what that does is that allows you to think about, well, is coaching an option? It might not be, you see. So think about that. So all my programs, my coaching programs, which I'll describe in a later video, they're laser focused on optimal performance and flow. So really to find out that, ask that question right at the start. So I've got 2 diagnostics that I use, one which is freely available. So let me know if you're interested in that and I'll put you in touch with that. And that helps you understand how you find flow, okay? And the second diagnostics one which I've developed is how much flow can you access right now in life and work. So you come away from that first session and some of the things you do prior to the coaching, and now you know where you're focused. It's not about the coaching, it's about the optimal performance and flow, which is fundamentally what the whole point is. The whole point of learning is performing better, whether it's productivity, efficiency, creativity, innovation, whatever it might be. So we use 2 diagnostics. So here's a quick flavour of what you can think about, what some of the questions we'd ask on session, early sessions at least. So what's the cost to you when you don't find flow? It's a great question, and that's what the diagnostic does. The second question, which is a real game changer for me, and you can insert whatever you want here in the middle, what's the cost to others when you don't find flow? Or when you're not performing at your best, when you're not being optimal? The others could be what's the impact on what's the cost to your family? What's the cost to your co-workers? What's the cost to your friends? So that's what you've got to nail. You've got to nail that capability gap. Then, if you get some good responses there, then you might think about coaching. But cost comes in. So cost can be really, really prohibitive. I know that. I've worked on programs that are 15 hours long. And even I was sitting around thinking, really, why? Surely we got to 7 hours in, 8 hours in, and we just started to plateau. 15 hours coaching, it was a long time. He was a great guy. No regrets, great guy, but it was a long program. So what I do is compress time. So really pack in, really get people to find flow in those sessions and run 5 1-hour sessions, ideally over 5 weeks, to really get that going, to really get that momentum going. So that's the best way to do that. So what we're offering is a coaching program with 5 hours, not 7.5 or 8 traditionally, or 15 even. It's short, packed and tailored so you can find flow in that, okay? That would be my biggest recommendation. You do not need a longer program than that. It's really heavily packed. The other thing we do is, for the program for me and my team, is we schedule them first thing in the morning or last thing at the end of the day, as in a kind of a working day. So typically around 8 a.m, 9 a.m, because then you can find that flow and go into work and test it out and smash it. Sometimes you can do sessions midday and stuff like that, but I find people are they're sort of in work, out of work. It doesn't quite resonate for me, because the other one that obviously which we prefer is early morning and then towards the end of the day. So ideally you have that coaching session and boom, you're out of work. So maybe 4 or 5 o'clock, something like that. So they work really well. And guess what that does from my point of view, if I want to structure my business, which I do to make cost savings to you guys and pass them on, is if I'm doing an 8 o'clock session and a 5 o'clock session in the same day, let's say, I've got my whole day free. The team have got the whole day free to run a workshop, to travel, to meet, put more coaching in as well, maybe, but that's our starting point. So that really keeps the cost down. And the cost, here I go, I've written it down, it's like, you must mention this, between £300 and £500 for the coaching program. So it's for 5 1-hour sessions, typically over 5 weeks. Depending on what package you want to choose, £300 to £500 is is, you know, I'm surprised myself. It doesn't mean it's poor quality, absolutely. On the contrast, it's really high quality, highly packed sessions. Number 3 is choice or chemistry. Now, what typically happens now is, okay, you want coaching, you've got finance, you've got budget, whether it's personal or through work. Well, who are you going to connect with? Who are you going to choose? How do you find someone? I still wouldn't know how to do that. I was reflecting today on the walking down to the beach. If I wanted to find a gardener, I could probably stop in the village and say, anybody know any gardeners? And it's like, yeah, you probably source one within a matter of 10 minutes. But I wouldn't even really know where to go for a coach, or reliably, apart from people I know on the top of my head, to recommend them to you, okay? So what we do by that, there is no choice, okay? And that saves time and it can reduce costs. What that means is you'll be coached by me or someone in the team, and you've just got to trust that that person will work for you. Okay, trust that we've matched them correctly. And there's so much online now, you know, if you want to find out if I'm the sort of person you want to work with, you could just check out one of these many YouTube videos. You'd be sick of me by the end of it. So there's lots of ways we can do that without having to meet them. And some people meet 3 coaches, potential coaches, and choose them. That means 3 coaches are traveling. It could be like a morning each or an afternoon each for us. It's nonsense. So just trust, okay? So actually there is no choice. Okay, but the paradox of choice, that's a good thing, trust me. The other thing is about connection, and you want to think, well, okay, do I want to work with this person face to face? Probably, okay. Well, that cuts down your choice again, okay? So we do everything remotely, everything by Skype or video call, preferably. That's always works if we can. If not, it's telephone, because it massively reduces the costs. And for me, it doesn't actually reduce massively, it doesn't reduce it at all, in my opinion, the quality of that coaching. The first time I tried this, it was wonderful. I've never met this person face to face, but Skype is a wonderful thing. And she sent me a message today, I'm really missing our sessions. I'm like, it worked. We've never shook hands. We've never met face to face, but the connection was absolutely there. So we do it all remote. So ideally Skype or telephone, and it equals no travel. I'm coaching someone at the moment on it's a leadership program, and I've already worked out I will spend more time, guess where? Yes, in my car than coaching. It's mad. It's mad. That makes it expensive. And the other thing, we house this all in a platform. So everything is in one place. Again, that makes it all streamlined. So rather than getting emails and texts or anything like that, you can house it all in one place. The goals, the dates, a lot of content gets piled in there, because what you will recognize, this is a structured, laser-like focused program. There are times when the session is, you know, like the piece of this tranquil beach, where there is no agenda, there is no structure. We totally privilege that in coaching, but we create a really, really solid program. So that's why I think coaching is broken. Capability, cost, choice, and connection. But that's what we can do to fix it. In a later video, as I said, I'm going to map out the kind of structure of the program to give you a bit of a sense there. And if you want to sign up either for you personally, then please let me know, and that will allow you to be on the bottom kind of threshold of the costs. Or if you want to look at it as an organization as well, please let me know.